Hi everyone, welcome to our first episode of How to Cope to Cook. I'm Angie.
And I'm Peter.
Our How to Cope to Cook videos are going to be highlighting and reviewing products that will hopefully make our lives a little bit easier. I currently live with a handful of autoimmune and spinal conditions, so I'll try to focus on some products that'll help us get through our day a little bit easier. Today I'll be reviewing Brownmed IMAK Compression Arthritis Gloves. These gloves come in gray and black. It's a soft, breathable cotton. They also have an active version, which has a non-slip material on the palm and the fingers, which would probably be better for me because I walk with a cane. Brownmed sent me a size large and a size medium, which is kind of good because I can give you a better, more accurate review. I am 5'9". I have very large hands, same size as my husband basically, and I'm wearing a size large, and it gives me a good compression. However, I was able to determine that if I wanted a stronger compression, that probably the medium would be best for me. So if you go onto their website and you want to look at their gloves, they do have a size chart available for you to determine which size would be best for you. It's been nice to have two different pair because I like to wear the smaller pair on the days that I'm having really bad hand pain. It provides the compression I need. However, I also need everyday gloves because I also live with a condition called Raynaud's. The nice thing about having two different size gloves is on days that my hands are not hurting as badly, but I'm still having Raynaud's symptoms, I can wear these in the house and I can still function because my fingertips are available. I tried wearing these outside when it was 27 degrees a couple weeks ago, and that's not what I would recommend to anybody watching this video. Please make sure that you wear some winter gloves over it. It's too cold for these. These are compression gloves, not winter gloves. I also wore my gloves when I made our candy making video, which you can click a link to right about somewhere up here. And I wouldn't advise that you cook in these unless you have some silicone gloves to go over it because they're not fireproof either. So these are not cooking gloves. Make sure that you wear some silicone gloves over to protect yourself. So I've been wearing the gloves now for approximately 2 months, and I would say overall I'm satisfied. It does relieve some of your arthritis pain. It does not take away your pain, but it's sort of like a hug for your hands. So it keeps your hands nice and warm as well. And then you have the longer extended sleeves so that when you go outside, you don't have that little breeze in between your shirt and your gloves. Ideally, I believe that the active version would probably work best for me. However, overall, I'm very satisfied with the support and comfort that they've provided, and I would absolutely recommend these gloves, and I'd like to thank Brownmed for sending them to me.
Today I'm going to be reviewing the Brownmed's Softstride thin insoles. As a safety instructor, I'm on my feet all day when I'm teaching my class, and normally by the end of the day my feet really hurt. Suffering from plantar fasciitis, I really need that additional support. To give a more accurate review, I've been using the Softstride thin insoles for nearly 2 months now in my work boots. Before you order the Softstride thin insoles, you really need to know which size that you need. Brownmed uses a sizing chart from A to E, and on their website and also on the back of their packet, it actually has a sizing chart which explains the difference between the European and the US sizes compared to the A and E size chart that the Brownmed actually uses. When you receive your insoles, you may have to adjust them depending on the shape of your boot or the shoe that you are wearing. Brownmed actually gives you grooves at the top, so you can trim these to the actual shape of the shoe or the boot that you have. For my work boots, I actually had to trim these, and I used the grooves that go around to trim these to the shape of my actual boot. And this was very easy to trim using the actual grooves that Brownmed supplies. Over the years, I have tried different companies' insoles. and I found that the Brownmed insoles work best for me. During the time that I've been using the thin insoles, I've noticed that at the end of the day my feet do not hurt as much. The thin insoles have drastically reduced the actual pain that I receive at the end of the day due to the extra polymer that they use in the actual heel themselves, as well as the ball of the feet. I need additional support not only on the heels but the balls, but also the arch support itself, and I find that the thin insoles that Brownmed supplies kind of covers all of that. Ideally, I would have preferred the actual heels to have a little bit more cushioning for the issues that I actually have. But overall, I am very, very pleased with the actual support that the thin insoles have given me, and they have reduced the actual pain that I do have at the end of the day. So I will be wearing these even after I've done this review. With the Brownmed Softstride thin insoles, I do recommend these. They actually helped me with the conditions I have and gave me the support where I needed it to drastically reduce the pain I had at the end of the day. I also wanted to thank Brownmed for sending me these to try out.
Our next Cope to Cook review video will be Brownmed IMAK Arthritis socks and Brownmed IMAK eye pillow.
We would also leave a link in the description below in regards to the arthritis gloves and also the Softstride thin insoles made by Brownmed.
Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for supporting our channel, and don't forget to friend me on Facebook.